Hello. This video is made for teachers or therapists who are interested in using the uPAR to help assess students' strengths in reading. What is uPAR? uPAR is the Universal Protocol for Reading, and uPAR helps you figure out what's best for your students. Eye reading, like typical reading in a book, or ear reading, something like listening to an audiobook or text-to-speech, where a computer reads the text out loud while highlighting each word, or a combination of both. So why is taking uPAR important? Because every one of your students is unique, and knowing your students' strengths is important to their success. uPAR can examine the effectiveness of using read-aloud accommodations for your students. Read-aloud accommodations can help students access grade-level curriculum, they can be utilized in some standardized tests, and they can increase a student's independence and success in the classroom. In the assessment, they will read passages as they're read out loud to them. Then they'll read some passages by themselves. After each passage, they will answer some comprehension questions, so we can find out their reading comprehension of the passages in each scenario. If you add your students to your teacher list at universalpar.com, you can watch your students' progress on the reading passages while they're taking the assessment. This student shown here is in 5th grade and is reading independently below his grade level, but with text-to-speech, he is comprehending at a 6th and almost 7th grade level. Chama Valley Independent School District said, "They have provided the adults the skills and knowledge base so they can in turn empower the students to take charge of their learning." Our students have said the following after uPAR results are shared. "Wow, I did that. I'm not dumb. I did not know that I learned like that. I can understand 8th grade work. I want to see if I can do better. Can I do it one more time?" Leah Leba, Chama Valley. To prepare for the uPAR, make sure your students are enrolled in the district license for the uPAR. Each student should have headphones that work with their school devices. And it's helpful to have your student class list or Google Classroom uploaded at universalpar.com prior to taking the uPAR, so you can watch your students take the uPAR in real time. To prepare your students for the assessment, reassure them that this is not a test. This is for their knowledge of their strengths as readers. Use the video for students that's linked in the comments section below to prepare them for what the uPAR will look like. Let them know that they will not have to read more than 5 passages, most of them with auditory support. For most students, the protocol will take 20 to 30 minutes, but it can be shorter or longer depending on the age of the student and if a student wants to challenge themselves. You might see a pop-up text box that asks if the student wants to keep reading. They can choose to click yes to read more passages, or if they're done, they can click no thanks to stop. When they're finished, it will log the student out and bring them to the home page where they started the uPAR. Everyone will finish at different times, and how long it takes is not a reflection of how well the student did. Please emphasize that there's no good or bad in this. We simply want them to try their best. Now, as your students take this protocol, watch your students for frustration, needing breaks, or knowing when they need to stop. We want the students to get good information about their strengths, so remember that you can always press the Save and Exit button on the top right of the screen, and the student can return later. Allow students to raise their hands if they have any questions, and when the computer tells them that they're finished. The student's first step is to go to the website startpar.com. We're now going to see an example of what your students will see when they log into uPAR. Once you get to the website, it will ask you to click on your name, or if you don't see your name, click on Sign in with Google or with Microsoft. Next, it will want you to choose your grade level. Choose the grade that you are currently in. The next step is to have headphones or earbuds and plug them in. You'll want to press the play button to hear the music. If you hear the music, adjust the volume, and then click the button I hear music when you're done. Next, we will begin with the instructions. They can be read out loud by clicking on the little speaker button next to any text or any question in the assessment. You'll pick your favorite story to start, and then you'll be ready to read. If you'd like to, you can pause or play or choose the speed that's best for you. After that, you're ready to go. After the uPAR ends, it's important to sit with your students individually and go over their scores with the Data Talk student form soon after the assessment so they see the relevance of their results. Talk with the group about tools that they can use for text-to-speech on their own, and let the students know that they can take this again as their learning needs change. The uPAR will let you and your students know how they read best and empower them to be expert learners. Feel free to consult the FAQ or review this video at any time in your preparation for giving the uPAR. This video was created by the New Mexico UDL team. For more information on our uPAR and UDL initiatives, contact Janae Menicucci at jmenicucci@crecnm.org.